I'm rethreading my drawstring in my hoodie sweatshirt jacket because it came out in the washer. I'm like, what the fuck? But while I do this, I wanted to talk about confidence. How to get it, how to build real sustainable confidence, why it's important, and what it looks like. Because a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm so confident, like, I'm a baddie this, I'm a baddie that, like talking good about themselves, but then they don't really see themselves that way. They're just saying that because they want the look and they don't know what it actually feels like, if that makes sense. And in some people, it's like they don't say a word, they don't say anything, and they have this deep, like, you can like feel it, like this like deep, unshakable confidence. When you meet this person, you can just feel it, and then they don't have to say anything. They're not talking about their looks, they're not talking about their money, they're just not talking in general. But you can feel their confidence in the way they hold themselves. It's like this vibe where it's just like they don't need anyone to tell them who they are, what's cool, what's not cool, and who they should be. Like, they don't need to hear a thing from anyone. It's funny because, like, I do think getting to that point sometimes does take going through the phase where you are talking good about yourself when you don't feel good. But not always. Some people are born with confidence. Some people are born with that stability. Other people don't even know they have it. Some people get it from situations they've lived through and they're not even aware that they come across that way. I feel like with so much social media and so many people to compare ourselves to, we always find excuses to not enjoy who we are, what we have, and what interests we have in our lives. We're taught to we're honestly taught to compare to other people, especially women. If you're a woman watching this, especially women, taught to look and see if you're pretty enough, if you're skinny enough, if you're curvy enough, whatever it is. You go on social media, suddenly you're seeing 10 other different women, and they're all so different, but they're all so beautiful, and none of them look like you. So are you not beautiful? What does this mean? And then you spend so much time looking in the mirror, and you see all of your flaws that other people actually don't see, by the way. But it's all that you can seem to see because it's seeping into everything you do. You go to the gym, and you think your outfit, it just makes you look fat. And you look around and you see all these girls and you're like, they're so skinny, they're so chic. You go up and you talk to one. You say, hey, you're so fabulous, like, you look amazing. And she's like, oh, what are you talking about? I feel so basic, like, you have the coolest outfit in here. You're like, what the fuck? I literally was feeling so insecure, like, this outfit makes me look fat, doesn't it? And this is a true story, this happened to me. I saw this girl at the gym and she just looked so cool. Like, she had the body of a model, her face, she wasn't wearing any makeup, and her skin looked so good, and she looks just chic and cool and effortless. And when I like things about people, I tell them, because I like people to know the good things that I'm thinking about them, because, you know, it can mean a lot to someone. You never know what kind of day someone is having. And I went up to her and I told her, hey, you are just so effortlessly cool, like, you look so chic, and I'm living for it. Like, the vibe is just vibing. She's like, what? I feel so basic, like, I look like every other bitch in here. Like, I felt like we were all wearing the same thing, so thank you so much for telling me that. And she's like, and you look amazing, like, you look so good. And I said, oh, thank you. Like, I was kind of feeling mid myself today. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, you literally have the coolest outfit in here. Nobody has such a unique outfit like you do. Like, you stand out so much. You look so good. I was like, thank you. And when I looked in the mirror and I was like, damn, maybe I do actually stand out. Maybe I do actually look good. But all day that day, all I had been thinking is how I must look so fat because those pants were slightly too tight on me, and like I felt like everyone could see my stomach, everyone could see how fat my thighs were. Now this is what I'm thinking, but this is not like, it's so funny because you can think this about yourself and then you'll be shocked to realize other people do not see this. Other people don't even know that I'm feeling that way. Like, I remember I had a coworker and we were talking about like fat loss, and I said, yeah, I used to be like 80-90 pounds heavier than I am. And he was like, what? You don't look like it at all. Like, you're so skinny. Like, I would have never thought you were overweight. I would have never thought of you that way. Da da da. I'm like, well, like, even though I've lost the weight, in my mind, I still see that overweight girl every time I look in the mirror. Every time I walk somewhere, all I can see is the remnants of her. My stretch marks, the way my arms bulge slightly too much, the way my back is almost like giving slight hunchback. And now I just sound like I'm hating on myself, which is kind of ironic because I told you this was about confidence, this video. But it's necessary because we all have insecurities. We all have things that bother us. We all have things that we think everyone else must be seeing, when really it's just our own skewed perspective of ourselves that we're seeing. And it's hard. It's hard living in a world where so many different standards of beauty are all over. It seems like it feeds off our insecurities, which we know it does. The algorithm, it's planned. Like, they know how to make money. They know how to keep us watching, to keep us emotionally engaged. But it feeds off of our insecurities. It's like it finds the people who are exactly what we want to be. It can tell what we like, what we wish we were, and it puts them all over our feed. And suddenly you're seeing all these women, and I guess I'm talking to women here, but I'm sure it's a similar experience for men. You're seeing all these women who have the things you want, look the way you want, talk the way you want, live the life that you want, live in the city you want to be in. And it just makes you feel so fucking insecure. This day and age is practically built to keep us feeling insecure. But that's not who I want to be. I'm sure that's not who you want to be. And I'm not saying like fake it till you make it, but you gotta start cutting yourself some slack. Every time you say something negative about yourself, you should come back 10 times harder with compliments. I thought I looked fat in the outfit. Then give myself 10 compliments. Your legs are more toned than they've ever been before. You're stronger than you've ever been before. Your hair looks amazing. Your outfit is cool and unique. Your skin is healing. Your digestive system is adjusting and your metabolism is getting quicker. What else? How many is that? 4, 5. Your shoes are cool. You're more flexible than you've ever been. You have more mobility than you've ever had. You're hotter than you've ever been. You're braver than you've ever been. You're actually putting in the work and keeping the promises to yourself that most people don't. See, there I go, comparing. You see that? I just compared to make myself feel better. Let's rephrase that. You're putting in more effort than you ever have for yourself before. I looked like naked for a second there. You're taking care of yourself more than you ever have before. You're choosing a life for yourself more than you ever have before. I think I've hit my 10. Anyways, confidence. You ever seen that girl who walks into the room and suddenly all eyes are on her, that magnetic presence? She doesn't say anything, she doesn't do anything, she's just standing there and she looks so cool, so effortlessly cool, drawing all the attention towards her. It's like this switch. Like, have you ever heard of the Marilyn Monroe effect? How Marilyn Monroe was on the street with a friend and she was like, do you want to see me become her? Saying, do you want to see me become Marilyn Monroe rather than who? I can't remember her name, but rather than like just me. And the friend's like, yeah, let's see it. And something just changes. Like, her posture changes slightly, her energy changes slightly, everything. And suddenly people are stopping all over the street looking at her. What does this story tell you? Whatever it is that makes those girls magnetic, whatever it is that makes everyone stare at them, want to be with them, it is something that we all have within us. You just need to learn how to activate it. Who do you have to be in order to meet that version of yourself? If you don't see yourself being that kind of person because you just don't understand how that could be you, create a new identity. Become a little actress. Play a role. Give her a name and become her. Like, it's so much more simple than we give credit for, because honestly, everything you need is already within you. Confidence doesn't come from having more money, having a better job, having that perfect relationship, having great friends. It doesn't come from any of that. Sure, it can help temporarily on the surface. It can help with your external validation and your external confidence, but the second those things slip, you're back at ground zero. Is that what you want? Or do you want to be the girl who walks around and has this insane confidence in everything she does, who doesn't need to keep the perfect boyfriend or a great group of friends in order to feel good about herself, who doesn't need a certain amount of money, a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of success to feel that confidence? Is that something you want? What do you think it takes to get there? Because it's definitely not getting more money, getting more boyfriends, getting more followers, getting into little flings, getting free drinks at the bar. No. It comes from knowing that you have your own back. Knowing that no matter where you go and what you do, you're gonna handle it because you have your own back. It comes from building a relationship with yourself where you can trust yourself. Trust that you're going to take care of yourself. Trust that you're going to protect yourself. Trust that you're going to stand up for yourself. Trust that you're going to do the things you say you're going to do. Trust that you're going to chase your dreams. Trust that you're going to follow your intuition. Do you have that relationship with yourself? It's not that hard to build. And saying that you can't do it because it's just not you is just laziness. Sorry to say it, but it is. We're the only thing we come into this life with. We're the only thing we leave this life with. Every single moment of your little entire human existence is spent with yourself. Who are you spending your time with? Have you taken a chance to get to know her? What does she like? What does she think is cool? What does she think is powerful? What does she enjoy? What does she want to wear? Where does she want to go? Who does she want to be? What does she want to do? Where does she want to live? Who are you? And when was the last time you sat down and tried to figure that out? Because building confidence that is going to last comes from within. I know, cheesy, oversimplified, everyone said that everywhere. But why haven't you done anything about it? If this information is not news to you, where's the action? What are you doing here? watching a video instead of going out and creating. Humans were made to create. We were born to create. Think of us as children. All we did was create all day. Learn, create, learn, create. Why would you ever stop? Why would you ever stop? When was it that we decided to lay down our own ideas and go and help other people create their dreams? You have your own dreams to chase. And it's time that, number one, you start chasing them. Number two, you start supporting yourself. Number three, you start living for yourself. Don't make a choice because you think you're gonna look cool to someone else. Make a choice because if you saw yourself doing it, you would look cool to yourself. That's how to move with confidence. Confidence that you find yourself cool. And that's what makes other people think you're cool. That's not part of the confidence, but it is what makes other people think you're cool. When you're so assured in yourself, people start to pick up on that, especially when they don't have that for themselves. Then suddenly you're the trendsetter. Why? Because you had enough confidence to do it. Because you had enough trust within yourself to do it. Because you didn't doubt your own decisions based on what other people might be thinking. You made them because you knew what you thought. Trust yourself. Work with yourself. Follow your own advice. Follow your own interests. Follow your own trends. Do whatever the fuck you want and let it be your choice to be made. If you do something and it's embarrassing and it's cool and you don't end up liking it, guess what? That is great information. You just learned something new. Isn't that exciting? Or are you scared? Or are you gonna back out of choosing yourself consistently because now you might look embarrassing? Anything that is embarrassing is only embarrassing because you allow it to be. Embarrassment is a self-imposed emotion. You don't have to be embarrassed. Own your choices, own your mistakes, own your flops and your fails, own it all, because at least you're trying. At least you're doing something. Instead of sitting on your ass and being too scared to fucking move. Try something. Get up and try something. Do something for yourself. Make something of yourself. Become somebody you can rely on. Become somebody who means something to you. Did you see Mars just knock my video? You don't need anyone or anything to convince you of what you already are. The only reason you don't feel cool or smart enough is because you're not enjoying your own taste. You're too busy trying to chase everyone else's interests. Chase your own interests for once. See how that makes you feel. Instead of trying to follow the latest trend, of be into the cool club, do what everyone else does. No. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. Do it for you. Not for anyone else. Not for the attention you're going to receive. Not for any sort of validation. Do it for you. Do it out of a childlike joy of doing something just because you want to. Don't do it for the plot. Do it for the you that you're going to be in 5 years. And think of that you every single day and do everything you can to make the choices that she would be making in 5 years. Start choosing the way she would now, before it's too late. Before you wake up and 40 years have gone by and nothing has changed and you stayed in the same small town and the same small job with the same small-minded people. Don't let yourself wake up there. Start moving now, because you deserve so much better. And that's what's gonna give you the confidence you think you need. You think you need confidence to move, but the truth is, moving, getting started, doing something is what gives you the confidence you're looking for. That's all I have to say on the subject of confidence. And I have some more laundry to do. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for watching my video. I'm Bella Legion, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, night.